ready to go now. Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Down, ready, 280. Got it. Here we go, dude. Here I come. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Hey, defense, black girl. Shoot. 58. Mike 51. Pick it up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, man, watch the boot. 51's the mic.
To throw again, Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
22-jet bombers, 22-jet bombers.
From the 41, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
39.
Throwing again. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
Switch. Check. 22.
They toss to Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
6 on the play. It's now 4th down.
So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, check it. Hey, alert 3. Regular.
Throwing now is Brady. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, both 66.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's got room. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know back in the good old days, just about every team was constructed to power run to the right side. We just saw a pitch to the right side that worked pretty well.
It's easier going to the right than the left?
It just used to be very simply that the right side was always the power side. I think that's just one of those old things. I'm not sure it's still the same, but on that play, it certainly felt like we were back to the future.
Yeah, and it worked. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground is Michel. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady gives to Michel. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Wait, that 380. He's tired of me. Shadow.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Ryan. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Wait, 20!
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
You ready? You ready?
On play action, now Brady. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 6. To throw is Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, second and goal.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. 450. Football.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lawrence Guy gets of 8. What great push up front.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Freeman. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wait, set. Down 80. Down 80. Watch tight end. You got three down. Alpha.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Brought him down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Wait, set. 180.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Mike, 45. No chance. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Regular. Hey, Haywood. 45. Mike, 45. Come on, boy. Hey.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ryan looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check back 21, Mike 21, check back 21. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, check back 21, Mike 21, check back 21. I don't think you got it. Space. Hey, check. 39. Mike 21, check back 21. Mike 25 to that.
Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw again is Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
The Patriots 13-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
36. Alpha. Hey, Delta. 45.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer.
I'm going to run you over. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check safety.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Edelman, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Devlin will try to power it in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Brady going to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Orbit.
Here's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike. Hey, wahoo! Okay, just like that, just like that. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
From the 41, Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Mike 21, Mike 21. Hey, echo. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, 59, ready. Mike 21, check Mike 21.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan throwing the out route and incomplete. It's Jones. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike. Hey, Sub. Wrap it.
Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, express. Check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Smooth. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike. Gun. That's what I do. You go tight. You got tight.
To throw again, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Ryan now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Wide, 80. Check, 53 is mine. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid. Easy. Hey, Foxtrot. Go Bandit.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Hey, Alabama.
This is Michelle on the counter. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let it go.
Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second and 5 now. Ryan. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. On the ground with a tight end. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Michelle. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up second and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Brady going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and almost like if you say baseball, bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point. What a great, convincing performance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.